Hey there. Welcome to our new Consultant Success Series. I am National Sales Director Holly Lowe. So you are either part of my Mary Kay family or I am your sales director and you are directly connected to me. So tonight, you guys, we are working on our new Consultant Success Series number 2 and session 2, and I'm excited to kind of just build on what we talked about last week. And last week we took you through your contact list, your names notebook. So I hope that you're working on that. And then your power start, 30 faces in 30 days. And I'm going to show you some tools today to help you kind of with that a little bit, with tracking that per se. We talked about the Mary Kay image. We talked about your attitude. I got a lot of feedback on attitude. That was something I didn't really learn about per se until Mary Kay. And so that was kind of something fun. We talked about your hot list and your pearls of sharing. We talked about the DISC personalities. We talked about Star Consultant and ProPay. So tonight, you guys, we are going to dive right in because I want to make sure that we hop off in time. So welcome to session 2. Tonight is really, I'm going to hop around a little bit, but I hope that you, of course, enjoy the training. And I had my list right here. Let me put my hands on it. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to show y'all is something called a weekly plan sheet. Now, you can go onto InTouch and just literally look up the weekly plan sheet on InTouch. These were printable from somewhere. You can make your own. But this, friends, is a weekly plan sheet. Okay? Mary Kay always said, plan your work and work your plan. Plan your work and work your plan. She also said, those who fail to plan to fail. Now, I don't know about you, but I never want to plan to fail. Like, can we just be honest about that together today? I don't ever want to fail. Like, that is not on my most important things list. Okay, we're going to talk about that next too. But that weekly plan sheet, you guys, is literally planning your work, planning your life, setting the schedule. Now, I want to show you something. One thing that I like to do, okay, is I really like to, let me show you this, and I don't want this to overwhelm you. Nothing tonight is made or here to overwhelm you, but what it is here for is to just show you some ideas on how we work in this world called Mary Kay. Now, this is a weekly plan sheet, okay? So I want you to look at the dark purple times. Okay, this was a sales director. This was kind of the one that she turned into me so she could really see. She was feeling guilty. Okay, listen, she was feeling guilty about working her business so much. But I want y'all to look at how much family time this girl had on her calendar. So her dark purple, literally 6 a.m. to 7:30 family time, family, family. Okay. Party. She put the party time in green because green, girls, is money-making time in Mary Kay. Pink time for her was her Mary Kay training time. It was time in her office making booking calls. So if you look at this schedule, she had a business meeting from 11 to 1. That was not money making time for her. She worked on her calendar, meaning she was doing bookings. That's income producing. She was scheduling interviews. Okay. Then she had family time, car line, all that. Then she had party time, y'all, 4 hours. Right now with virtual options as well as face-to-face, girls, we can crank out 3 to 4 parties in our old school party time slots. Like what? We can do that now, right? She had a 1.5 hour party here. During the day party time slots, girls. And then let me scoot this over a little bit. Her champion time was her time. I love champion time. Now I'm going to tell you what champion time is, okay? We're the champion national area, okay? And so champion time for me on my calendar is time for me to airplane mode my phone, okay? Airplane mode my phone and have a minute with myself to look at my plan sheet, to make a list, to think about what I need to think about. Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves. I need to execute the plan. And by doing that, I need a minute of quiet every day in my office. I literally, if you ever come to my office, my door will always be closed. I always say I can't think with the door open. I know that seems dumb, but I can't think with the door open. Okay. I was the little girl in school who, if someone sat beside me when I was taking a test and they would shake their foot, I would be like, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm only on number 2. And she shook her foot 87 times since I was on number 1. Like, I just cannot be distracted when I need to be intentionally focused. So I want to share something with you. Did you know that people who spend their life multitasking have a higher chance of having Alzheimer's later in life? So what I want to challenge you to do is to focus, to learn the art of focus, and to learn the art of being intentional with your time. So Pamela Waldrop Shaw is a national sales director in Mary Kay. And one thing that she says is time invested in one area, did you see the plan sheet, is time away from another area. So here's another Mary Kay 101. And as you read Mary Kay's autobiography, you're going to see that Mary Kay, okay, let me make sure everybody's muted. Here we go, mute. Okay, you're going to see that Mary Kay talks about the 6 most important things to-do list. Now, let me show you this. Y'all, this is literally finding a sticky note and writing your 6 most important things to do tomorrow before you lay down to go to bed tonight, okay? So when you lay your head down at night, you wake up the next day knowing the 6 things that you're going to do. When you read about this in her autobiography, guess what? She talks about this being the $35,000 list. So you got to go read the autobiography to understand why this list increased this company's productivity by $35,000. Okay, it's the $35,000 list. And so what happens is, let's say that today I only checked off numbers 1 through 4. The numbers 5 and 6, you guys, go on tomorrow's list. Now, obviously, you don't have to have the perfect little sticky note and pad and all that stuff, okay? So if I was looking at my weekly plan sheet, which I showed y'all first, right, I'm just going to list out the top 6 most important priorities for me to do today directly related to my business, okay? So that's the first 2 things I wanted to cover with y'all tonight. Now, here is the next thing. This is really good. Okay, so what you're going to notice as a new consultant, you're going to go through something that we call the emotional cycle. Now, this is really normal, okay? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I am not an emotional person. Like, you're not going to see me just like have a breakdown. I'm not really going to cry. I think I've cried in Mary Kay maybe 3 times, and I've been in Mary Kay for 20 years. I cried one time during my pregnancy. Like, I'm just not a person who is going to be really emotional. Now, take me to a wedding, I'm all in tears. Tell me someone's child passed away, I'm squalling. Let me read a story of someone who overcomes. Yep, that's me. But as far as that being rooted in things that are really family, probably is my emotion piece that makes me emotional. But as far as like being upset, crying and stuff, it's just not my norm. However, I want to show you this because attitude and emotion cycle. So let me take you through this because this is really cool, okay? Now, I know if you're on Zoom, you probably can't see this, but I am on the YouTube link streaming this. So this will be on my website, hollylowe.com/NCSS, New Consultant Success Series. And you can see this and print off these pages. Okay. I'll send them into my web designer. Okay. So stage 1, you guys, is excitement. Okay. And what this is this is a circle. Literally think about a clock, but it's going counterclockwise and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, the longer you're in Mary Kay, when you're at the place where you'll cycle through this faster, you're going to notice that you're really growing in your business. Okay, I still have days, guys, that I go through the emotional cycle. It's still part of who we are. Why? Because we're human and we're very imperfect. Okay, so number 1, excitement. Number 2 is frustration. This is postponement, obstacles. Your friends won't book with you. Stage 3 is shock. They said this is going to be easy. I thought this was going to be easy. Stage 4 is denial, withdrawal. You might avoid meeting. You might have a negative attitude. You might procrastinate. You might cook, sleep, take on more projects at your job. You kind of slip into what I like to call avoidance. Okay. Just kind of check out. Stage 5, is fear. Okay. I cannot do this. What was I thinking? Maybe this is really not for me. They didn't tell me, So you're going to blame everyone else. You're going to blame everybody but yourself, Mary Kay. You're going to blame your recruiter. You're going to tell us your husband's not supportive. Your kids suck. Like, you're going to make the list, okay? And you're going to be less than excited. Okay. Then stage 6, and there's 2 pieces to stage 6, okay? So stage 6 is where you settle, all right? Stage 6, A or B. Okay, A is you settle. I never wanted my own business anyway. I really do love my other job. It's so fulfilling. I mean, I don't really need this extra money anyway. You just quit, forget your dreams, and you're done for a minute. Okay, you just are flustered, right? Stage 6B is anger. You get mad. You get upset with yourself. You admit and recognize your feelings. You're not alone. You alone are responsible for your own failure or success. And the last stage, you guys, stage 7 is recommitment. And recommitment is it's not like me to give up on my goals and dreams. It's not like me to get discouraged. You get excited again. You send positive messages to your brain. You become realistic. You share with your colleagues. You get back to meetings. You reopen your mind. And guess what happens after number 7? You're excited again. Okay. So y'all, what happens is when you're in this emotional cycle, sometimes as a new consultant, you feel like this is not normal for you to feel discouraged this early on in your business. But you guys, this is a business. This is a business. The cycle is inevitable anytime you're growing. With growth comes growing pains. Only through growing pains can you truly taste the success of victory. And remember, everyone who is where you want to be has grown into that position. And that came from learning how to navigate through your feelings and emotions. Now, I always say that logic and emotion cannot live in the same house. Okay, which is why I think that I'm not a person who can really get really emotional, because one of my top 5 strengths is strategy. So I will immediately go into my strategy brain and figure out the problem. You're really not going to hear me complaining about the same problem more than once. Okay. If you're complaining about the same problem more than once, usually you just want attention, or you got to just settle and deal with it, right? So if there's things that you don't like about yourself, about your body, about your hair, about your house, about your kids, about your husband, then do what you need to do to fix the problem. What is the solution? Or do we just have to deal with it, accept it, and then quit complaining about it, right? And so that's who you're going to see me as, is a person who I am the chief problem solver. You, as a business owner, are the chief problem solver. You are going to cycle through this emotional cycle, you guys, at a rapid rate. So the longer you stay in Mary Kay, the longer you run your company, guess what? You are going to learn to cycle through really quickly. Okay. Now, okay, so we've gotten through the weekly plan sheet. We've gotten through your 6 most important things to do list, and we've talked about the emotional cycle. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to share with you girls tonight is called our beast mode sheet. Now, I don't know if you know what this is. Okay, so let me screen share. Whoa, hello, I'm off the screen. Okay, let me try again. All right, so I want to screen share this with you girls. So this is called our Champion Beast Mode sheet. Now, I know some of you are here to make a little extra money. This is not your full-time job, but I do want to tell you girls that when you learn to track and really look at your business like a business, girls, it will pay you like a business. When you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. Okay. So our weekly, quote unquote, our weekly code for a champion beast mode week, if you're wanting to track a power start, y'all, this is part-time income. Tracking a power start, 1 to 2 parties a week. That's what your schedule is going to look like. You're going to invest. And y'all, with virtual, it's so doable, ladies. Even with a full-time job, kids, all the works, okay? Now, if you look at this sheet, I want you to look right here. Okay, kind of down here where it says power start. Do y'all see that? So this is where you're tracking your faces. This is where you're tracking over here on sharing and marketing. This is where you're tracking sharing the opportunity with women. Now, girls, if you're doing 8 faces a week, ladies, that is a power start. That's 30 faces a month. And we talked about a power start last month, right? So this is your 30 faces, okay? Now, this power start, girls, as you're holding your power start and you're doing your sharing appointments, okay, you start at the bottom, not at the top. So don't want y'all to start up here and think, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff to do. I don't know when I'm going to do it. No. That these things come from doing these pieces. So you're going to fill this out every day. Check it out. These are the things that you can focus on, ladies, to be a consistent selling star consultant. If you want to make an extra $600 to $1,000 a month in your business, this is where you're going to live. I have another one called the Inner Circle Beast Mode sheet. And that, my friends, that sheet is if you want to earn a car and move into leadership. So I always recommend start here and see what happens and get this done consistently. Now, I want you to think about your championship mindset. That's over here on the bottom right. Number 1 is what areas of your business made you feel like a champion this week? What do you want to celebrate? What are you really excited about? Number 2, what skills need improvement? Do you need to improve your booking skills? Do you need to get your hold rate to be better? What do you need to improve? Y'all, you're a business owner, right? What did you do to stay positive this week and keep your head clear? And then other notes or questions. Okay, so if you go to the top of this page, okay, 2 leads a day. So a lead is a referral, a new name, a new contact, a new phone number. Maybe you reached out to someone new on Facebook. That's a new lead, okay? The second row is $300 in sales per week. Literally, you guys, you're going to go into each box right here and you're writing down how much you sold that day, okay? Just write down how much you sold. 3 interviews a week. Okay, so as you do your interviews over here, my friends, down here, right there, you just go right here and fill them in. How many did you do? Just tally marks or whatever. 1 new booking a day. Y'all, if you will just get 1 new booking a day, 1 new booking a day, you're going to keep your calendar full and juicy and you're going to be selling. And then the last row said 1 beast mode sheet turned in. Turn this into your director. So on Sunday, at the end of the week, when you pay yourself, okay, and you pay your family and you place your reorder for your product, we want you to send us your summary on Sunday so we can see how your business is going. Okay. Now, it might look scary. It might look overwhelming. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you, my consultants that do this on a weekly basis, y'all, they're putting $600 to $1,000 into their family's budget every single month and placing that $600 to $1,000 reorder. That's what I want for you. I want you to make money in Mary Kay. That's why we're here, right? Okay. So this is called a champion beast mode sheet. So you've got your power start over here. You're tracking those 8 new faces a week. You're sharing with at least 3 to 4 of those ladies. And then here's the juicy good part. You're going to start to have reorders. As you build your customers, you guys, you are going to have customers call you back. Today, I got a $67 online reorder. Yesterday, Dana ordered 2 new foundations. I dropped off 2 new spa bags today to a girl who will be ordering with me this week. So you've got new business, you've got reorder business. So we get to take advantage of both pieces of income for ourselves. Okay. So that is called your beast mode sheet. All right. So next up, ladies, is I wanted to share with y'all about your equal sign. Okay. We're going to talk about this. So as a consultant, you have a goal. Okay. Now, that goal, whatever you're wanting, you want it for a certain reason. So if you ever come and hear me do any kind of training or any kind of event that you come to that I'm in charge of, you are going to see me or hear me talk about your equal sign. Okay. So last week I trained y'all and talked to you about putting your envelope in your underwear drawer, right? So put that envelope in your underwear drawer, track your profit for your family, set the goal of what you're going to spend that money on. But I want you to think about, what does it really mean to you to do that or achieve that per se? Okay, so what I mean by that exactly is, as a consultant, when I wanted to earn a car in Mary Kay, it wasn't that I just wanted a car, okay? Number one, I wanted no car payment. So I wanted it for the financial rewards. That was one piece of that car, equaled reward, recognition, a trophy. It equaled dollars back into my bank account from my car payment and my insurance payment. Okay, so financially, it was really smart for me to do that. Okay, I remember when I wanted to be a star consultant. I remember when I wanted to take my boys to the Dominican Republic. Okay, every goal that I've set for myself always equaled something more than just the star prize or just, the Power Start pin, or just $1,000 in my bank account. Like, what did it really mean past just having the prize? So I remember my pink Cadillac. It equaled freedom from my job of teaching school. It equaled impact, me having impact on hundreds and thousands of women all over the U.S. Me becoming a national sales director equaled financial freedom, financial security for my kids, retirement. When you become an NSD, you get retirement from Mary Kay when you retire. And so I share that equal sign with y'all because I do want you to really think about, as you set goals for yourself, that it's not just that tangible thing sometimes that you want. So is it to see your kids' faces, for them to be proud of you? Is it to prove something? I remember my husband telling me, yeah, good luck with that. When I was finishing my first car, he really didn't think I would do it. I had so much left to go. He thought I was crazy. And I remember, like, oh, you about to see me finish this, right? And so I wanted to prove to him that I could do it. And I did. We slayed the beast, right? We finished the goal. And so I want to share this next thing with y'all. And this is called Maybe She Needs Me. And I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I'm going to read this poem to y'all. I'm actually going to screen share it for when y'all watch the playback. Hello. Sorry, ladies. I just went black on my screen. Okay. It had been a long day. I was finishing a task. As I hurried past her, a little voice said, ask. Oh, not today, I told myself. I'm tired and it shows. Besides, I might look foolish, and she'd likely just say no. While drifting off to sleep that night, I saw her face again. I wondered what her life was like, her needs, her dreams, her pain. What if she'd been wishing for a friendly word or smile, a chance to know somebody who would go the extra mile? What if she'd been waiting for a break or an open door? What if this opportunity was the one she'd been praying for? I saw the cars she might not drive, the rings she might not wear, because I would not risk myself to stop, to ask, to care. what if what I offer her is not her cup of tea? That's a choice for her to make. How selfish can I be? Oh, let me live a true go give and let my mission be not to think, do I need her, but maybe she needs me. I love to share that poem because as new consultants, sometimes as we're going through that emotional cycle and we're asking our friends and we're asking our family and we're learning the basics of Mary Kay and the gist of our business and this opportunity, and sometimes we can get sidetracked and we can lose our enthusiasm or feel like, oh, we just feel discouraged or frustrated or whatever. And so I just want to challenge you, girls, to stay the course, finish well, do a good job, but also remember that when we make it about other people, we focus on the equal sign for us and we focus on the equal sign for her, that's when it really gets good. And that's when we really can feel ourselves really thriving in our Mary Kay businesses. Okay. Now, the last part of tonight, you guys, is a little bit about your basic needs. Okay. Now, we talked about on my unit meeting about booking. Okay. And I'm going to actually spend more time with y'all on booking next week because I really feel like booking really and truly is the lifeline of your business. But I wanted to give y'all these little tools tonight first because I think they are really very helpful. But I want you to understand who you are and how you tick. Because I think it really does help you find success in your business and it helps you really find success much faster. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about tonight is your basic need is it's the thing that really drives you. Okay, so as a consultant in Mary Kay, all right, as a business owner, when you understand what makes you tick, okay, this helps you have, essentially, I think it helps you have more success faster in your business because when you can lead yourself well, you guys, then you kind of unlock, the sky's the limit, right? The possibilities are endless, okay? So here's the deal. What are the basic needs? All right. Basic needs are the thing that is true to your core of the life need that you have, that really everything around decisions that you make, who you are, your personality feeds into this, everything about who you are. If your life need is not being met, all right, this is what happens to you. I'm going to scroll this down a little bit. So when your need is not being met, here's what happens. Okay. You go find somewhere else to win. You might shut down. Small issues become major issues. You might withdraw and isolate. Okay, y'all, this is in every area of your life. This is not Mary Kay. This need for you, y'all, has existed since you were a little girl. Okay. And I want you to think about yourself when you think about trying to figure out what your need is. I want you to really think about you as a little girl, as a teenager, as a college student. Okay. Because if you look at this just in Mary Kay, we're all going to be one, but that's not really true for us. So I want you to think, find somewhere else to win. They shut down. Your anxiety rises. You feel discouraged. Maybe you're overcritical. Maybe you're over competitive. You're frustrated with other people's behaviors, just frustrated in general. You neglect planning, procrastination, fear of messing up. So that perfectionism probably rises up in you. Maybe paralyzed and you do nothing. Have you ever felt any of these things before? You're just disregard for details. Like, just forget it. I'm not doing any of it. Maybe you're argumentative. You get easily irritated, resist authority, blame others, combative. You have unrealistic expectations, resist direction from others. This is like you get defensive. You get defensive, self-critical, outspoken, loud. You demand special attention, take offense, restless, distrustful, hopeless, apathy, resentful. I'll just do it myself. The world is out to get me. Okay, now let's talk about the needs. Okay. Now, the reason I love doing this, okay, is how do we meet our needs? When you understand the thing that you need to happen in your life, when that need is being met, then you can like run freely and achieve and be successful. Why is Mary Kay so amazing? Mary Kay is so amazing, you guys, because what we get to do in Mary Kay is we get to, I'm on the live. I'll see you in a little bit. Not right now. What happens is when we are meeting, when our need is being met in Mary Kay, okay, we can thrive, we can influence, we just almost are elevating at this like super influential, excited, passionate, enthusiasm is at our disposal. We can just feel like we can conquer the world. So when our need is being met, we feel like Superwoman. When our need is not being met, we're going to feel super psycho. Okay. I mean, that's kind of the way I can parallel that for y'all. Okay. All right. So the first need, okay, is I'm going to give you 5. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all about these before I tell you what they actually are. So, you know, okay. So the words that resonate with you, if you are basic need number 1, okay, fun, laugh, audience, celebration, party, spotlight, recognition, exciting performance, flexible, spontaneous. Those are words that you're like, oh, that is so my jam. Like, that is who I am. Okay. You are energized by experiences and laughter. Okay. You will work hard to play hard. You're motivated by the ability to have fun, conversation, laughter. You're really drawn to music. You're inspired by experiencing things that are uncommon, okay? You love to get away. You love vacations, exploration, themed parties, and fun. You do not like. You are very stressed by monotony, the have-tos, the lack of resources. So when things get really serious, dull, it's very boardroomy, you are stressed, okay? When your need is being met, you have the Midas touch. You're passionate, you're excited to get to work, you're super effective. When your need is not met, you question why you're doing this. You can just check off the boxes. You can feel really spent. You can feel really lost or bored, okay? Your challenge is sometimes you forget you're running a business, and you're also really challenged by your lack of results. Okay. Your question to ask yourself is, what am I looking forward to today? What am I looking forward to today? So that's need number 1. Now, basic need number 2 is connection, trust, relationships, others focus, support, mentor, genuine, caring, loving, community, sisterhood. Okay, you're energized by the opportunity to influence other people and to make a difference. Okay, you have a dedicated interest in how other people think. You love deep, meaningful conversation. You want to have a passion for everything. You love to influence another person to shift. Change, move, excel, kind of like Oprah. You can be physically very affectionate and you comfort others with physical connection. You really value relationships that stimulate your head, heart, and soul. You make friends really easily. Your progress is made through elevating others. You're very group oriented. You love some girlfriend time and Mary Kay sisterhood. Now, you are very stressed or frustrated by having no platform to influence. If your voice is not heard, and you're not even sure if what you're doing matters, you're stressed, okay? When your need is being met, you're happy connecting with people, your confidence that someone cares about you deeply, and there's someone for you to care about too. When your need is not met, you're going to doubt yourself. You can become too absorbed and sensitive to the needs of others. Okay, your challenge, you can hang on to people too long. It's hard for you to emotionally detach. You can become absorbed and sensitive. Okay, your daily question is, who will I impact today, or who will I encourage today? Basic need number 3, and there's 5. Okay, basic need number 3 is words that really make you feel like, oh, our system, process, security, simplicity, routine, guidelines, professional, stability. Okay. You are energized by a stable environment. You're not somebody who's really impulsive. Okay. You value trust and stability. You feel better saving money than spending money. You really seek peace and you prefer certainty, knowing what to expect, being given directions. You tend to follow the rules and you thrive when there's a process. Okay. You're a person who will focus one step at a time. You're stressed when there's unexpected changes, uncertainty. Okay. And you're stressed by what if. When your need is being met, you're at peace. You're able to take bigger risks. When your need is not met, you are anxious, panic, play small. Your challenge you can become stagnant. Okay. We got to help you learn how to visualize because you can be too cautious. Okay. So your question of the day is, what can I expect today? Now, number 4. The words that resonate with you are success, record-breaking, achievement, advanced, mastered, victory, exceptional, best, first, powerful, champion, beast, resilient. Okay, you have an ambitious heart. Okay, you're energized by the win. Achievement is an urgent calling for you. You have a highly competitive spirit. You love challenges. You strive to be the best. You often love the spotlight. You value relationships that challenge you. You are going to take the lead without really thinking about it. You're just a take charge person. Things that meet your need are promotions, awards, good grades, and praise, being in charge of yourself and others, competition, sports, gaining respect, and completion of tasks. So literally checking the box. You often think, what's next? Has anyone ever ... Superlatives like most likely to succeed or whatever, right? The highest, whatever, the longest, the fastest, the first, competent, confident. Okay. When you have no finish line to cross, you are stressed. When you don't have lack of opportunity or you're having to be part of the crowd, you're stressed and frustrated. You don't like that. When your need is met, you have inner peace, you're competent and confident. When your need is not met, you're going to feel like a well that's been tapped, just kind of like you're drained dry. You're not going to do anything if you're not winning. Okay. You're going to want to leave and do something else. You're going to go somewhere else and want to win. Okay. To succeed in Mary Kay, you need lots of opportunities to win. You need short-term goals. You need to plan it in your unit. Okay, if you're a director, by giving everyone a place to play, something to go after, recognitions, accomplishments. Okay, your challenge. You can lose sight of the purpose or be insensitive, and you only got 2 speeds. Y'all, you are on or you are off. Now, your daily question. What finish line can I cross today? How will I know today was productive? And the last one, basic need number 5, independence, your words, autonomy, flexibility, create, self-reliant, solution finder, no rules, free, spontaneous, partner, resourceful, make a way. You are empowered and energized by an open agenda and freedom to choose for yourself. You have an innate desire to create your own way. You love to soar in a positive direction. You really want to control your own decisions, your direction, and your schedule. You value mature relationships that do not require constant attention. And you love to express yourself through your actions and your agenda. You are really stressed by rigid rules and conformity. Structure has to give them choices, being micromanaged, being told what you have to do, need to do, must do. The word always or never makes you crazy. Being told the only way is makes you crazy. Okay. When your need is met, you are going to have energy, super high belief, passionate, and you're more willing to get out there. When your need is not met, You're going to feel suffocated, claustrophobic, trapped. You can get thrown off course really easily. We in Mary Kay cannot tell you have to do something and you need space. Okay. Your challenge is you can kind of get off on a tangent. Okay. It's hard to stay focused. Sometimes you cannot seem like a team player or seem rebellious. That's your challenge. But the truth is when your need is met, look, you have high energy, high belief, passion, and you're willing to get out there. Okay. Your question is, what options do I have daily? Now, what I want to do is tell you what these all are called. Okay. So need number 1, fun, laugh, audience, celebration, those words. This need is called fun and pleasure. Your life need is fun and pleasure. Number 2, love and belonging was connection, trust, relationships, others focused. That was love and belonging. Number 3 is safety and security. Safety and security was need number 3. Need number 4 is called power and achievement. And need number 5 is called freedom and pleasure, freedom and choice. Why did I tell you all that? You guys, when you understand how you operate and you understand the things that create stress behaviors, those, when you just want to run, what creates those stress behaviors in you? When you understand that, it helps you formulate your plan and helps you formulate your list to check off. Okay. I always think that I'm love and belonging until I go read that again. And the truth is my need is power and achievement. My husband is safety and security, 1,000%. Once he has safety and security down pat, then he can be an achiever. Now, I know that we all have achiever in us. We all have some competition in us. We all have a little love and belonging in us. But the truth of the matter is you've got to figure out which your need is yours, which one belongs to you. And then it will help you go back and reformulate your plan. Then guess what? When your need is being met, you also will power through the emotional cycle faster. You're not going to stay in frustration. So as an achiever for myself, as an achiever, if I'm feeling those stressor behaviors I showed you or talked about earlier, what do I need to do? I need to find a task and find a box to check and go back and ask yourself the questions. What do I need to achieve today? What am I achieving today? You guys, if we can learn what am I controlling today? What do I have to look forward to today? That way we can really master our own need, because you guys, when we lead ourselves well, it allows us to be powerful and strategic and work and succeed in every other place in our life. So your weekly plan sheet, your 6 most important things list, the emotional cycle, beast mode sheet, excuse me, sorry, woo, your equal sign, maybe she needs me, and your basic needs. So tonight was super fun. I hope that y'all learned something new. I hope you are excited about beasting through your week and setting your plan. I would love for y'all, if you're watching the reback, as I call it, replay and a playback, the reback, then I want you to comment on the video. Tell me what you're learning, what you're taking away, what you're excited about as a new consultant. And welcome to session 2. So congratulations. I'm so glad y'all are on tonight. I appreciate you so much for being here. And I hope y'all all have a super awesome and fabulous week this week. And I would love some feedback from y'all. So good night. Have a great week too. New Consultant Success Series. I hope you're off to a great start. Keep working on your ready, set, keep selling. We're going to talk about that next week. You guys have a powerful day. Bye.